Close to 86 million people early voting. Those are numbers I don't remember ever seeing.
Right.
Obviously, each state year by year kind of extends the days and the amount of time. I mean, for you, that's a huge number on both sides. Do we know if it's more women, more men, a demographic at all?
I haven't seen those
really no
breakdowns.
idea, right?
Again, like I wish I could fast forward a week from now, because like that will be just absolutely fascinating to dissect, to see like if there are trends to sort of glean from, voting preferences that have come out. But some initial details that we can't understand though is that COVID has created sort of, I think, a new appetite to vote early, particularly amongst Republicans. I think like sort of the level of trust has increased, and so those of us back in the day, when we do like EDO, election day operations, I mean, for me, just like trying to physically compute how, like, oh, you don't have one day where you're doing an all day blitz of trying to get folks to the polls. I mean, you really extend it out. A couple cycles ago, when I worked on a presidential campaign, I was based in Nevada, and they've experienced early voting for a couple cycles now, but just the sheer sort of volume and intensity of like the last month of a presidential campaign is immense. And so just think about, the record spend we've experienced. If more states sort of follow this trend where essentially election day extends out to a month, just think about what that means, like moving up to, closer proximity to these primaries, to these conventions, making your closing arguments weeks in advance. It's just really going to, I think, push the intensity. So those of you that are frustrated with the text messages and everything, I think that's just a little taste of what's to come.
But here's the thing with that. The way that the technology is advancing, and when we're running our campaigns, we know if you voted or not. So when you have cast your ballot, you will see those calls and those texts go away. Yeah,
I don't know if I've made that connection.
I certainly did not.
Yeah, I just did. Went down to Georgia to help out down there, and when we were going out knocking on doors, we weren't knocking on the door for everybody in the household. We knew specifically who we were talking to, because we knew so and so had already voted. And as soon as I got to a voter and they were like, "Oh yeah, I already voted." Okay, I put it into the system. Their name was.
I don't know if you realize, but you just gave the best advertisement for early voting.
You don't want those calls? You don't want those texts? Go ahead and take care of your business and go ahead and vote, and then you do it.
All right, we mentioned that